And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show has action out of the NL Central. It's the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Schaub. Singing today, of course, will be treated to the sausage race and some really good baseball.
Yeah, these fans love their Brewers, and I love the way they run the show here in Milwaukee. I mean, the fans are into it. They bring it just about every home game, and there's a lot of fun tradition carried on in this ballpark, as you mentioned.
First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about ready for baseball. Getting the nod in this one, Freddie Peralta. And for some reason, he's not quite as effective here in front of his home crowd, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and the fans are well aware of that. For him, he's got to just not press and go out there and say, hey, I'm just treating this like any start. Home, on the road, it doesn't matter. My job is to focus on that catcher's mitt, attack hitters, and just try to move through a ball game. So if he can find that kind of focus, doesn't matter where he's pitching because he has good enough stuff to go out there and win a ball game.
Nico Horner leading things off and takes a strike. Right side, Hoskins. And he takes it himself for the out. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
So up now for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki. 2 for 7 in the series so far. And it's fouled away. Next offering is in for a strike. 1 out, base is empty. That one hit to right. And there's 2 away.
Batting third, the center fielder.
Here comes Cody Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. This to center field. Mitchell gets under it and puts the squeeze on that one. And that'll do it. Cubs 0. Brewers coming up to hit. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here with my pal Siggy. And pitching in this game, Kyle Hendricks. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yeah, his batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam. So we'll see if he continues to dance his way out of danger.
We go to the bottom of the first. And now the DH, Christian Yelich. And a pitch. And that's outside. Edge of the zone for a strike. And now it's even 1-1. Kicks and fires. Out there to center. And that'll get down for a hit. And aboard on the leadoff single.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Now here is Sal Fralin. First pitch misses. Yelich on at first, nobody out. In the air, left side. brings it in. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. And in an era with a lot of strikeouts, they are right on trend, Chris. A lot of swing and miss in this lineup, and they come in with more strikeouts than any other team in the league right now.
Well, clearly they're looking to connect and hit the ball a long way, but at some point you've got to shorten up, and you'd like to see guys do it, especially when they're having a hard time scoring runs. With 2 strikes, maybe spread out a little bit, choke up the bat, and just try to put the ball in play. There's a good chance that you'll find a hole and maybe get something going that way.
William Contreras, the next to hit, takes ball 1. The pitch. Yelich goes. Swing and a miss. Goes, great throw. Caught stealing.
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
Two outs. A little out front there as he swings through it.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Bellinger makes the play, and it's out number 3. We played an inning, no score.
Yeah, I do. I do it often. If we ain't talking money, we ain't talking. It's the game. And yeah.
Second inning set to go. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Patrick Wisdom. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
In there at the knees, and that's strike 1. Peralta in his 6th season, 27 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Next offering is in for a strike. Here comes a pitch. And now 1-2.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Next offering way off the plate. The line to kick the pitch. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, he just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count off at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Dansby Swanson stands in. Ball 1, no strikes. Second inning here, no score. Slice down the right side. Popped in the air, left side. Under it. Hauls it in for the out.
Batting 5th, the left fielder, number 8.
Ian Happ up to hit.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Bounce to third. Monasterio in plenty of time to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And we're back. Bottom of the second. Now the Brewers cleanup hitter, Willie Adames. grounding ball here. Rolls foul. Here comes the 0-1. And a base hit up the middle. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. All he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Now here's Jake Bauers.
He really needs to start making more contact. Almost 3 strikeouts per game over the last 5.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1 ball, no strike.
Righty to the plate. Just missed.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first side of the bucket.
And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. Hitless in the first 2 games of the series. He's 0 for 8. That clips a corner. First and second here, no outs. Swings through that one for strike 2.
He's going off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
And a pitch. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Squeezes it. Two on, 1 out. Next for Milwaukee, Garrett Mitchell. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And a pitch. That one's in there, and that is strike 2. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. That's a little bit low.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And the righty deals. Hit connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Really good hard right to that breaking ball for the strikeout right there. I mean, he was able to bury it down below the zone, and that's throwing the pitch with conviction. Good thing for the pitcher, he's not going to miss in the zone, and that's where you get hurt. Excellent execution with 2 strikes. That could be a big weapon for him in this start.
And now Andrew Monasterio. And that's outside, and it's 1-0. Adames, the lead runner out at second. Bauers at first, 2 out of the inning. Fastball, and he gets out of the way.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Swings through that.
2-1.
That one lifted to left. Makes the catch, inning over. Brewers strand a couple. We'll move to the third with no score.
Never knew the outcome, but I played it out. I just kept on grinding off a paper graph. Support the whole fan, put the music out. All these
And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the third inning. So up now for Chicago, Christopher Morel. Peralta back to work. Just off the outside edge. And that's ball one. That's down and in. Hammer, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Now it's Yan Gomes. And that's off the inside edge. Ball one. The pitch. Ouch.
Boog, you have any memorable hit-by pitches yourself? Maybe high school, college?
No, but I almost did get decapitated by a foul ball at Old Tiger Stadium. Michael Busch up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Kicks and deals. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
This one in the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. Left-hand hitter waits. Wouldn't chase that time.
Put away off that pitch down.
Coming home. The throw in. He scores and they have the lead. 1-0.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Here's Nico Horner. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. Outside low, and that's ball one. First and second, no outs here in game 3 of this 4-game series. Strike on the inside corner. Gets him to chase after that one.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Yeah, there's a ball.
It's a good take.
Monasterio over to Terang. 1 onto Hoskins. Double play.
That was a much-needed double play right there. It gives him a really good shot at minimizing any further damage in this inning.
Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. Flied to right his first time. And that one is lifted in the air. Brings it in for the 3rd out. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show.
Heart of a champion, I know that my legacy about to begin. In love with the pressure, I can't wait to see what they say in the end.
As we go to the last of the 3rd. Up now for Milwaukee, Bryce Terang.
taken high in the draft. He's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And that one fouled off. And the pitch. Bounced up the middle. Corner. Over to first. Out on a bang-bang play. Back to the top of the lineup. And now it's Christian Yelich. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. Center field. Bellinger drifts towards it. Hauls it in for the out.
No left field.
Next for the Brewers, Sal Frelick. He's 0 for 1. Missed with a changeup. Ball 1. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. And a 1-1.
1 ball, 2 straight.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 1-2. And another ball. On its way to the corner, and no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And that's down and away.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
And down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nobody left for Milwaukee, and it remains 1-0. Back here at American Family Field. On to the 4th. Now at the plate, Cody Bellinger. As he turns on the rubber, here with that good live arm delivers. And ball 1. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Yeah, and beyond that, all the other men in those clubhouses that sort of take you under their wing as a son or a nephew and show you some of the tricks of the trade. It's just invaluable, that type of experience.
Just misses the mark outside the zone. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Patrick Wisdom now at the plate. Little chopper rolls foul. Good eye in that spot. The 1-1. And another ball. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Grounder might be 2. Quick feed to second for one. On the Hoskins. Double play.
I think 4, 6, 3 double plays like that are way tougher than these guys make it look sometimes, because no matter how you do it, the feed from the second baseman is a tough one. That's where footwork really comes into play, but right there, very well done.
Swanson now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Breaking ball inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Next offering is in for a strike.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
2 outs. The shortstop takes the ball. Adames, the throw to first. And Swanson is set down. That's out number 3.
I don't wear no cape or apron, so I ain't saving you a cleaning house. Do you think that's just a statement? Then you ludicrous like it's word of mouth. I ain't new to what I'm about.
Back here in Milwaukee, John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, William Contreras. The pitch. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Well, these Brewers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Line and a base hit into right.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make a pay.
Willie Adames stands in. That one in there across the letters. And he deals. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. And they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
The batter, the right fielder, Jake Bauer.
Next for Milwaukee, Jake Bowers. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. The 0-1. Swing and a foul straight back.
You know, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of changeups. Probably won't see another one here.
Two down, nobody on. Foul ball still 0-2. The wind to the pitch. And it skips in the dirt. The Brewers trailing by a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. He's there. He's got it. And the inning is over. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. So up now for Chicago, Ian Happ. The wind and the pitch. And that drops in for a strike. Happ, a former Gold Glove winner, 29 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2015.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
The pitch comes up empty. That's strike 2. The 2-2 now. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Christopher Morel digs in now. That one fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Tapped on the ground softly to short. Adames fires to first on the run. 2 up, 2 down.
Just an outstanding play going up the middle right there, and the exchange to get the throw off to first just shows you why he's one of the best shortstops around. So smooth yet so quick at the same time, and any slower and those wheels burning down the first baseline are going to turn that into an infield hit.
Gomes in the box here, lets that one go for a ball.
This isn't a pitcher that softens up when he starts to show signs of fatigue. I mean, his stuff stays sharp. Makes these at-bats more difficult than they normally would be against other pitchers at this stage of the game.
No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And that is that.
I'm from that city you heard about. When you hit up, then the word's out. Your time is up, this your 3rd out. Plus we got hitters on deck, bet you word now. We gon' pull up, hood up.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Digging in, Rhys Hoskins. The right-hander back to work. And that one fouled off. Righty delivers. Hoskins pushes a foul. The 0-2. And misses inside.
1 and 2.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. He swung over top of the curveball.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
Mitchell batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
And the right-hander deals. On the inside corner for a strike. Right side, hard hit. Tosses to first, and that quickly 2 away. Up now for Milwaukee, Andrew Monasterio. Fly to left his first time. Foul ball there. The Cubbies up by a run. Last half of inning number 5. Right through there for a strike.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
That misses the zone, and the count is 1 and 2. Wouldn't chase that time.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2 and 2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Two outs. Missed with a changeup. Full count now.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
And here it comes. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
And the righty deals. And he hits a ground ball right side. Bush steps on the bag, and Milwaukee is set down in order. Brewers go down quietly. They still trail 1-0. So digging in, Michael Bush. This splits between April and May there. And a pitch. In the air out towards right center. Long run on his horse. Snags it on the run. One away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Corner into box again. Takes a strike. All right, Chris, when you talk about great logos, the Milwaukee Brewers, the M and the B that form a glove, not everyone even realizes that it's an M and a B with that glove. They started using it in 1978 and have been using it a lot more recently. It's a great logo, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, I remember as a kid, my brother had that ball cap, and I would just kind of borrow it. Some would say steal it, but it was just such a cool looking logo. I had no idea until years later that that's what was hidden on the inside of it, that M and that B, but very, very cool.
And down on strikes he goes. Now 2 away.
Well, he clearly didn't recognize that curveball out of the hand and tried to check the swing, just went around too far, and you're hoping the umpire maybe missed it and they bail you out.
Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. Suzuki having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Chris, where does this Brewers glove logo rank for you all time?
I'd say for me, it's right there in the top 5. I mean, their logos and everything is sort of your personal experience, but ball caps that we had around the house, Montreal Expos growing up, Milwaukee Brewers, that Philadelphia Philly where the red was a deeper red, more of that burgundy, but those were just iconic logos, and so because of that early impression, they stay in my top 5.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. I think it's one of the best all time. An art student at UW-Eau Claire created it. It is super creative, and I think one of the better logos we have in the sport. Cody Bellinger on deck for the Cubs. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
Five foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there, and that one is going to go. A gigantic blast, and they add to their lead. It's 2-0. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Two outs, nobody on. Here's Cody Bellinger, 1 for 2. And downstairs. Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in game 3 of this 4-game series. Next offering is in for a strike. Activity in the bullpen for the Brewers. Wade Miley, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Ray also throwing. The pitch. That catches the zone for a strike. 1-2. And they'll do it again. That's to third. Monasterio whips it to first. Third out. Cubs tack on another with a solo jack. And it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show.
Yeah, you know it's me. You can't stop my shine. I'm just doing me. Yeah, I'ma take a pic.
Back here at American Family Field. Well, we go bottom six. Now it's the second baseman, Bryce Terang.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
Fouled off. He was late.
Well, these Brewers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Trying to bunt his way on. Not in time. He legs it out.
Maybe a little small ball is exactly what the doctor ordered to rev up this offense, and they've been pretty quiet all game, so maybe this wakes them up a bit and helps them get on the board.
So the lineup flips over. Here's Yelich at the dish. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Next one misses, and the count is 1-1. Pitch. In the dirt. Runner holds. Count goes to 1-2. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the sixth. On the ground, 2 ball. Flips to second. On to Bush. It's a double play.
Very smooth on feed to second right there. You gotta love that glove toss, Boog. You know, sometimes people think these guys are being a little flashy, but it actually can make more sense to do that than try to make a full transfer. And you gotta remember, these guys work on that play all the time, so it's in their back pocket whenever they need it.
Now this is in the air down the line, and that's a foul ball. Gets down for a hit, and that keeps the inning alive.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch for lately. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop-out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Fraley leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next offering is in for a strike. At the belt and fires. And a foul ball. 2 outs. On the ground. Swanson fires over to first. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Milwaukee leaves 1. They trail things here 2-0. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Wade Miley.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Wade Miley.
So now the DH spot, Patrick Wisdom. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
Hot shot to third. Fires over to Hoskins. And a quick out, number 1.
The bat, number 7. Shortstop,
Dansby Swanson, the next Cub to hit. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. There's a strike.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
That one catches the corner for a strike.
Boogan, the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
That's off the mark, and it's 3-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Kicks and fires. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
Sneaks through, base hit. So he battled through a long at bat and earned himself a hit.
Man, that was a pretty good battle to play, and I'll tell you, it feels pretty good as a hitter when you grind out a hit like that. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
And here is Ian Happ. And that's a stolen base, not even close. 1 out and a runner at second here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-1.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Hard ground ball, base knock. Around third. Now a long throw home. It's off the mark and he scores.
Well done, drives in the run. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Man at first with 1 gone. Christopher Morel, the next Cub to hit. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. And that's in for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate, stay out of that double play.
Man at first, 1 away. And a pitch. That one misses, and it's 1-2.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
Missed inside with the curve.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
On the ground to third. That's a base hit. They fired it quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. Here's Yan Gomes. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. Pat at second. Morel at first. 1 gone. The next pitch misses. 2-0.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
2 on, 1 out. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 3-0. And that's a strike. Splits the plate, and it's 3-2.
3-2.
And a pitch. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back. And he brings it into the warning track. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away.
Now back, the first baseman, Michael Bush.
And next for the Cubs, Michael Bush.
The bottom of the order here, Boog. You got to go right after this guy.
As they look to pick up an add-on run. And the number 9 guy at the plate. That one to first, and that should be extra bases. 1 run is in. Morel around third. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and the lead is up to 5.
There he is coming through with a knock right there. I like the fact that he can pick him up and put him down a little bit. First basemen aren't known for the speed, but see him get that extra base hit there. Now he's in scoring position.
Colin Ray gets the ball now.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
So the batting order turns over. Nico Horner, the next Cub to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Right-handed reliever. And that one in the air center field. And that is that. But 3 score in the inning. 2 of them on this 2-run double. And the lead is now 5-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 7th. Now the Brewers cleanup hitter, Willie Adames. Here comes a pitch. That one in the dirt. 1-0. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Keegan Thompson up and throwing. Almonte warming up as well. The pitch. Misses outside, and it's 2-0. And a good eye there.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction. When the leadoff man gets on, you want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Bowers up to hit for the 3rd time as he lays off inside, ball 1. The Cubs leading by 5 here at the bottom of the 7th. That one ripped. And that gets down in the corner. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate. The tag is in there.
He was all over that one. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Here comes Craig Counsell, and we're going to see a pitching change. Kyle Hendricks departs, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment. Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Keegan Thompson.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. Down the middle for a strike.
Go ball. 1 strike.
Runner at second, nobody out. And now it's even up. Kicks and deals. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. Runner scores from second as they get one back. It's 5-2, and that's a double.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
So, man aboard, Garrett Mitchell getting ready to hit. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Left-hand batter waits.
1-1.
In there. And so now 1-2. No outs. Runner on second. Lifted in the air, right center field. Sizing this one up. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second.
Now the third baseman,
Andrew Monasterio up now for the Brewers.
This is all about situational hitting. It's crucial in this spot. Do whatever it takes to put the ball in play, and hopefully you find a gap in the defense.
That one close, ruled the ball. Ball 1. And another ball.
2 balls, no strike.
Righty to the plate. Way out front for strike 2. Got him. 2 down.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
This is Bryce Terang. That one pulled foul. 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Off the mark there. Now 1-2. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate. Right-hander kicks, deals. In the air to left center. Hat pulls it down, and that is that. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 8th inning coming up. It's the Cubs 5 and the Brewers 2. Back here in Milwaukee for the top of the 8th. Now the number 2 hitter, Seiya Suzuki. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Ray, 33 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Iowa.
You know, these Cubs, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Wow, that one almost got out of here. I know the wind's blowing out to left, but man, that almost pushed it over the fence. I bet hitters are trying to get the ball up in the air and hit it that direction. I know I would be.
That's the ball.
And the pitch. Strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. In the air, center field, and it falls. Runner on at first with 1 gone. Now it's the DH, Patrick Wisdom. There's a strike. Ray checks on first. Bellinger dives back. And he deals. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. The pitch. That's outside. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Hit the fastball at the knees.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Swanson in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. That's off the mark, and it's 1-1. Bellinger, the runner at first with 2 gone. Cracks his bat and pops him up. Hoskins puts it away, and that's the 3rd out. Cubs leave 1, and it remains 5-2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Adbert Alzolay. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Number 73, Adbert Alzolay.
Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. So here's the Brewers DH, Christian Yelich, 1 for 3. The pitch. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Makes the sliding stop. The throw, nicely done for the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there, and of course, the most important part was getting the out.
I'm just keeping it real. Nobody knows how.
And here is Sal Fraley. And a base hit right there. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
And now it's William Contreras. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
0-1 now. There's a strike, 95 of that one. Oh, 2 now. And that's outside. The 1-2. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Nabs it.
Now, the shortstop,
Willie Adames will hit next. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. The shortstop takes the ball. Two outs. That's towards center. Bellinger drifts towards it. And makes the grab. That is the inning. Brewers strand 1, and the deficit remains 5-2. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Elvis Peguero.
He's having a ton of success facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
So up now for Chicago, Ian Happ. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Righty delivers. On the ground to the left. And it finds its way through for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Man at first, Christopher Morel, the next Cub to hit. He swings and fouls one off. The pitch. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
The pitch. And that's downstairs and outside.
Good miss with that changeup away. He needs a ball on the ground for a double play. Minimize the potential threat right here. On the hitter's side, nice job of laying off that pitch.
1-1 now. Runner on the move. Swing and a pop-up. Foul and a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. That pitch just misses the inside corner, and it's 2-2. That one missed. Pat leads off first with one away. Got him. That's out number 2.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up a leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more.
And he's out. And they got him. That ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Cubs 5 and the Brewers 2. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Hector Neris.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Up now for Milwaukee, Jake Bauers.
The right fielder, Jake Bauers.
Here comes a pitch. And first offering is fouled off. And the righty deals. That misses the zone, and a count 1-2. And the right-hander deals. And that one missing low.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's one down.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door. Cancel any hope that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Hoskins now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Neris, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against it.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And a foul ball.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
So now 1-2 to Reese. And a foul ball, he stays alive. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow It makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
And a pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And here it comes. Good job to fight that one off.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at bat alone. Really making him work out there.
Got him looking for the K. Just one out remaining for the Brewers.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated, and then this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
Mitchell stands in now and watches strike one. Hit hard, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
All over that one right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Next to hit, Andrew Monasterio. Right through there for his strike. Mitchell off of first with 2 away. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cubs take the first 3 games of this 4-game set.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better. It makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
And your final score, 5-2. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.